Have you ever stopped and thought of all the destinations we have? Really, we're almost always headed somewhere. Work or home, the park, the bathroom, anywhere. Funny thing is, once we get there, we're headed straight to someplace else, aren't we? Or at least some task. It's like you go to work, and once you're there, you're on to a task, and after that, you're on to the next task. And I guess a task is like a destination. It seems to me that we're always headed to the next place. I wonder, if I'm always headed somewhere, would that mean that I'm always passing something by? I'm not really talking about a stop and smell the roses kind of thing. It's more like there's just something about beauty, isn't there? I mean, when I see something really beautiful, it's like time just takes a breath. What is that? Why does beauty do that? See, I go to the grocery store pretty much every day because I like to eat food as fresh as I can get it. And when I'm there, man, I'm on a mission. I mean, I've got the aisles memorized. Before I go in, I know what I want. I go in and I get it, and I find the shortest line to buy it in, and then I'm out the door. Or the airport. You know, when I'm at the airport, it's like my head is down the whole time. I check in, I hop on the moving carpet thing. I find a seat to wait for my flight, and maybe I bury my face in a newspaper or something. Have you ever looked around in a grocery store or an airport? I mean, it's almost shocking. It's like there's all this stuff and people on the move. Can't help but think, but most of the people are going on to the next place, and then on, just like me. But then there's that beauty piece. That thing that gives time a long breath. Have you ever heard somebody say something like, everything is sacred? I don't know about you, but when something is sacred, I don't want to miss it. If I recognize it as sacred, I can't miss it. It's like beauty. It makes pause. I guess I see that as a kind of prayer, really, when something, even for a moment, keeps me from heading somewhere else. It's weird. It's almost like a forced prayer of gratitude. But here's what's really weird to me. I love when beauty stops time, and I love when I recognize something as sacred. I love that forced prayer. But if I love that so much, why would I wait to be shocked by beauty into it? In the Bible, it says God is love. Maybe we're more a part of that than we often think. Maybe we have a part to play, an effort to give. I wonder if praying before moving on to the next thing doesn't speak to that. Because when you do that, the next thing isn't really the thing. God's love is. I think prayer connects us to God's reality. That place where time takes a breath. What if all of our going went from one breath of time to the next? Then we'd be taking a different bus, wouldn't we? So I'm trying out this new way of going to the next destination. I just try to remember to pray when I'm on my way. And here's what I find. I find God's love stands between me and everyone else. And that changes the entire nature of how I go from one thing to the next. Consequently, there are days when nothing is more beautiful than a moving carpet.